Hey summoners, welcome back. Today, we're deep diving into one of the most game-changing monsters for dungeon progression and PvP, Verdehile, the Fire Vampire. Whether you're farming for ruins or climbing TOA, Verdehile is an absolute must-build. Stick around and I'm going to show you how to build him right, where he shines, and the secret combos that make him unstoppable. Verdehile is a 4-star attack monster. You can get him through Mystical Scrolls, Fire Scrolls, Legendary Scrolls, Temples of Wishes, and Guild Shop, or by fusing him through Monster Fusion. And here's the kicker. He's not just amazing on his own, he's also fusion material for Riley later on. So even if you summon extras, keep them. When you awaken Verdehile, he unlocks a new passive skill called Boiling Blood. His max stats at 6-star awakened are 9,885 HP, 812 attack, 505 defense, and 99 speed. Not bad for a pure attack unit, right? Let's quickly go over his skills. Vampire Bat attacks twice and heals for 30% of the inflicted damage. Noble Agreement strikes twice with a bonus 30% crit rate. His passive, Boiling Blood, boosts the attack bar of all allies by 20% every time he lands a critical hit. This doesn't stack with similar effects, but it's still massive. His leader skill also boosts your team's attack speed in dungeons by 28%, which is huge for fast clears. Now, how should you rune Verdehile? For early PvE, focus on HP defense, crit rate, crit damage, and attack. You want to make sure he doesn't get one-shotted. Use Violent and Revenge sets for turn cycling. For Tricaru team build, maximize his attack, crit rate, and crit damage with Fatal or Rage and Blade set. In PvP, you want him to be tanky and fast. Using Violent with either Will or Revenge will work. No matter what though, he must have 100% crit rate. No excuses. In terms of strategy, in the early to mid game, make sure Verdehile can survive boss hits by stacking HP and defense. Speed tune him to move last on your team so he refills everyone's attack bar after they take their turns. In Tricaru team, it's the same, but you also want to maximize his damage output. You don't really have to focus on his tankiness because the goal is to nuke the enemy down before he can get hit. In PvP, think of him as a bruiser, able to take some hits while pushing your team forward faster than the enemy. To fuse Verdehile, you'll need to fully awaken and max level 30 of the following monsters: Taharis, Kugo, Pharaoh, and Vigor. It's a grind, but absolutely worth it. Let's talk about strengths and weaknesses. His biggest strengths are his insane turn cycling, his ability to hard counter slow teams, and his dominance in dungeon runs. He pairs extremely well with attack bar strippers. On the downside, Verdehile is very stat needy. He absolutely needs 100% crit rate to function, and his base speed is a little on the slower side compared to other meta speedsters. Here's how he ranks across the game. In Dragons, Spiritual Realm, Steel Fortress, Punisher Crypt, TOA, Labyrinth, and RTA, Verdehile scores a near perfect 10 out of 10 on all these. Now, in Giants, he's really not that useful simply because he has elemental disadvantage. And in the standard arena cleave teams, you really want teams that do AoE big damage to clear through faster. Now for the fun part, the best combos. Pair Verdehile and Aegir to create a brutal turn denial combo. Aegir steals an enemy's attack bar, while Verdehile boosts yours. Verdehile and Loren is another top tier combo, where Loren strips attack bar and Verdehile keeps you boosted, locking your enemies out of turns. And of course, there's the famous Tricaru team. Verdehile plus 3 2A Icarus for safe, fast, and consistent dungeon farming machine. If you want to farm faster, dominate PvP, and breeze through Summoner's War, building Verdehile is one of the smartest moves you can make. If you found this guide helpful, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss the future Summoner's War guides. See you in the next video, and happy farming!